on day 10. Woo! I am almost halfway through. That'll be midday tomorrow. The 21 days of fasting, and so far so good. So what we're going to do today is talk about snake juice, which is what's going to be keeping me alive for the next 4 days, maybe longer, I don't know. But for now, yeah, I'm planning on doing this. I started on Sunday morning and now it is Monday night, and I plan to go at least until Friday night, maybe longer, because so far it's going okay. So as I mentioned in a previous video, snake juice is a concoction that was developed by a Canadian guy named Cole, who has his own channel. Feel free to check it out. And basically, he recognized that when people were doing straight water fasting, they ended up feeling horrendous for a great deal of the time. And the reason is because their body electrolytes were completely out of whack. And so if you could maintain your electrolytes in a calorie-free environment, you could consume essentially water that has had additives placed into it that would support your health but not break your fast, which is the best of both worlds. So you get to function like a normal person while still fasting for whatever reason you want: health, weight loss, spirituality, whatever. This will support you while you do that. So snake juice is a very simple recipe. It is 1 teaspoon baking soda, a half teaspoon of Himalayan pink salt, and 1 full teaspoon of my least favorite ingredient, which you can call no salt, or this is called salt substitute. I got it at the grocery store. It's basically potassium chloride. So you have sodium bicarbonate, sodium chloride, potassium chloride. If you want, you can also add magnesium sulfate, which is food grade Epsom salts, and you would do a half teaspoon of that. All of this in 2 liters of water. But I never do the Epsom salts, and I've been fine. So that's up to you. It's mainly just because I didn't want to go looking for food grade Epsom salts, and I never have wanted to. So I just do the main 3, and he even says that those 3 are the main 3 and the other one is optional. So that's kind of, I don't want to be carrying around, you know, big clunky containers full of things. So what I will often do is I will pre-make, this already has the baking soda in it, my snake juice concoction. I actually did this today. Add the Himalayan pink salt, add the no salt, and then bring that along with me. I have these little containers, you know, from when everybody was making slime and there were just like little plastic containers all over the world. I still have some. So I bring that with me, and then I can add it to water based on the ratio of what water I'm drinking, like what size of vessel I'm drinking. I just pull some of it out and toss it in, mix it up, and go. That's what I did all day today, and that worked great. I feel really energetic right now, even though I haven't eaten in 10 days. I also heard of people just making the concoction, putting a little bit of it under their tongue, and then drinking plain water. Now, he says try to drink it with alkaline water, but again, I usually just use filtered water because, especially during this pandemic / quarantine / like still minor food scarcity that we're going through, I really don't want to like be barging in and out of various stores looking for alkaline water. So if you have some on hand, right? If you don't, that's okay too. I did a bunch of research back when I first started trying. You know, you first try something, you want to make sure you're doing it perfectly, and then as you get used to it, you kind of make your own modifications. So that's basically what I did with this. And I use filtered water all the time and I still feel great. So I would not use straight tap water, but if you have filtered water available, I have a Pure filter at home. I have a Brita filter at work. They both are fine. I feel fine moving forward. That is what I have been using straight up. And to be honest, okay, so I showed you guys in the fast breaking video on day 8 that I was going to be adding apple cider vinegar and lemon juice to help cut the taste of the no salt, the salt substitute. And I did that on Sunday. Each time I made it, I put about a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar in it as well. And it worked really well to cut the taste. Today, I made myself just go straight up because I didn't want to carry around apple cider vinegar or lemon juice. It'll be about a teaspoon. You can get away with a little bit more of the lemon juice, maybe even a tablespoon, but I wouldn't go more than a teaspoon or a tablespoon of either of those if you want to keep it 0 calorie fast breaking quantities. And they're, of course, both going to help with detox. So that is my personal snake juice explanation. So if you want to try it, feel free. The other thing I wanted to just quickly touch on is how I'm feeling, which is pretty good. My body has started to reestablish equilibrium. It took a couple of days because 8 days of no food and no water is a long time. And so at first it was like, what did you just do? And now I feel like a lot better. I don't have that same like movement fatigue that I was experiencing a couple of days ago, and I basically can do everything I would be doing if I were eating. Things are going great. Coming in the future, I'm thinking about doing sort of a TMI video, which is some of the physical things that happen while you're fasting that nobody wants to talk about. Leave a comment if you would be at all interested in that, because I don't know, sometimes being a person is kind of gross. So if you don't want to hear about it, I won't tell you. But if you're curious because no one's ever told you, then I am happy to be that person. Sorry, I'm still healing one of my surface piercings, so I had a little band-aid there. Other than that, thank you so much for joining me yet again. We are almost halfway through this journey, you guys. I'm so excited to see how it's going. I might actually make it through the week of snake juice. Today went really well, so click subscribe if you want to stay up with this journey and other things I have going on. We did record the podcast on Sunday, so I am hoping to get that out to you guys as soon as possible, also in the midst of everything else that's going on. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.